Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. In today's video, we are doing an oil change on a 2005 Ford F350 Super Duty with the 6.0 Powerstroke diesel motor. I just went around the neighborhood, maybe a 5-7 minute loop, just to warm up the motor, just so that we could drain the oil a little bit easier. This is a really big truck. It is lifted, so I will not need any jack stands. I'll be able to get underneath and get it done with very minimal tools. The only issue I'm anticipating with this oil change is I don't remember if this is going to be enough. I think this is right about 15 quarts. And the truck actually has about 15 quarts, so I might be right at the top. So during this oil change, if needed, I'll put the drain plug back in, pour out some of this oil, and then resume. But aside from that, this should be a very straightforward oil change. We are right in front of the truck. We're going underneath, and there's our drain bolt right there. I'm not gonna go that far back with the camera, but you guys see where it's located. And you will need a 19mm socket to get that drain bolt out. There's just a tiny stream of oil coming out, so I'm gonna continue letting it drain. And here up top, here is our oil filter housing that has the oil filter in it. And I'm using a 36mm socket to take that housing off. And this is the oil filter I'll be using. If I remember correctly, this is a German brand. I get these filters for most of my German vehicles. This is what it looks like with no filter. And this is what the filter housing and filter look like. Very large filter. Here we have the new filter and the O-ring gasket, which goes right here. So I'm gonna replace that, put the filter in. I'm gonna try to do this while filming. Pretty straightforward. Tighten it where there is absolutely no gap between the filter housing and the lid. Filter put in, drain plug has been closed, oil has been drained. Now it's time to refill this motor. And to refill it, we are going right back here. So like I said earlier, this motor requires about 15 quarts of oil. I'll probably pour in 13-14 quarts. Start the truck, let it run for about 30 seconds or so, kill it, and then measure by the dipstick and add accordingly. And the oil I went with is Motorcraft diesel oil, so specifically made for Ford. I poured in right about 14 quarts of fresh oil, so we're gonna get the truck started. Now we're gonna walk around, make sure there are no obvious leaks. We'll check around the filter housing, take a look underneath, make sure nothing is dripping from the drain plug. So far everything is looking good, so I'm gonna let the truck run for about 30 seconds like I said, and then check the level and make sure it's between low and high. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in another video.